Welcome back to Crying at the Gym. I don't know if you can tell if you're watching, but we are actually at the gym today. It's a very exciting day. We are at our happiest place to cry because we know we will never leave sad. This day has been highly anticipated for all of us. Today we have the owner and coach at CrossFit Total Control, none other than Joe Schinner.
Wow. Look at that. Standing ovation or sitting ovation. You guys are killing it. This is awesome. I'm
We
excited.
are
I'm
so
excited.
excited for you to be here. As you all know, or most of you know, Brooke and I met frying at this very here gym, and
I still remember the day.
and that is
Thank
what
God.
the name of our podcast is after, as we met crying at the gym.
We give you a lot of credit for that.
We sure do.
I'm just glad I was the one that made you cry.
Should we be successful, we owe it all to Joe.
Oh,
I'm
wow,
putting that
no.
on the record.
No, this is all you guys. No, it's not.
Oh, but this was seriously, it was never about crying. I know it's called crying at the gym, but that's how we met. And two, it's just always been about community. It's always been about having this outlet where we come at the end of each or whatever time other people come, but
Whenever
we
you
were
need
coming
it.
at the end of our stressful days to find a safe space just to be and shake the day off and be around people we know would guarantee to make us feel better.
Yeah. And I think you deserve a round of applause because
Wow.
I've been a member of like 4 different CrossFit gyms. And this one is a top tier one.
Yeah.
Community wise, everything.
Yeah.
Seriously, this is exactly why I started this and wanted to be involved with this, and we can go over I'm sure you've got questions of how it started and when it started, but literally the first day I walked into a CrossFit gym, not only that, but then found my homes. That's exactly what it's been about. It's been about the people, the relationships, the community. But and that is exactly what I base all of this on. Anybody can come in and make a workout, but if you don't have the love, the support, the knowledge, the experience, and the people, it won't work. Is what I feel. So
Anyone who has met Joe has no questions about his commitment to making and creating a community, a safe space, a place for people to come and just have that reprieve from whatever stressors they have in life. It's obvious to anyone that it's at the top of your priorities. Yes, this is a fitness facility, right? We work out, we have specific physical goals, but we all know that the emotional impact that you make on people here is what makes it special and makes people coming back.
Yeah.
So we thank you for that.
oh, it's all about you guys. Seriously, I can't thank you guys and everybody else that's walked through the doors throughout the years. I can't thank them enough. This is not a job. It is a dream, and I've worked very, very hard. I'm still not even close to being perfect or at it. I do my best, and I just want to try to that 1% try to make somebody's day that much better as soon as when they walk through the doors and leave.
Well, you've definitely made
Our
my
days
day and my
yeah.
life better for having met Brooke and
Oh, yeah. No,
and everyone else here. Let's talk about when we first met. Well, when I first met Joe, I don't know what your first experience,
Well, I guess so.
but yeah, okay. So
Yours is exciting. This is cool. It was a neat
I'm like,
story.
do you remember?
I do.
don't know because
Yes.
I came in here. I was already in a place and space and time where I was like coming back to the gym after not being part of a gym for a couple years, maybe because I was going through IVF. I had a surgery. I just physically wasn't really able to do much for a long time, but I ultimately decided to come back, especially with what I was going through being a financial burden. I remember being like, I don't know, is it worth it to join a place when I know I can't really even work out? But ultimately it came down to knowing I needed community badly. I was like, I got to be around people. I don't care if I'm just staring at people. I can move my arms and legs. I don't know how much I can do, but I know I'm going to be around people. So I came in here. Joe was just like, guys, if you meet Joe for the first time,
oh, no.
or if you see him, like if you've known him for 5 years, he's greeting you like, hey, what's up? You're awesome. Get in here. I love you. Like, it is just the energy that you want. To be honest, the first time I met you, I was like, is this even real? Like, this guy's coming on strong. And I'm like, oh. And now I'm like, that is genuine.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And it feels so good, honestly. Like, I was in your office telling you this, and I was like, this is a weird first conversation to have with someone you just met. But I'm like, here's where I'm at. And I'm kind of nervous about joining and what that means. And I just kind of fell apart in his office immediately. So I don't know if you remember
You
all
did,
that.
and seriously, like your story is incredible, and it's your story. And what's crazy with this is how many stories I've heard. Literally, I've had to actually close my door a couple of times because we've had to had
Yeah.
conversations, and people have had to share. That's deep. That's hard. That is what people go through. That people they just have baby after baby, and then people that try and just it's just life is so hard and everybody is just fighting these battles, and it's just I just once I receive this, the best thing I can do is, okay, this is your safe space. You
Yeah.
walk through the doors and you're here to leave all of that as far away as you can for this hour plus, and just have a little bit of you time to get healthy and get fit and just be happy.
Yeah. And I can honestly say that I appreciated that so much. And I just read that immediately. When you go into a business, I'm essentially, it was just like that the first day it came. And I'm like, so here's the
Yeah.
situation. I just really appreciated not being treated just like a number, like
Remember,
you were not at all like it never felt about like you wanting a membership or this or that. You're like, "Hey, we're here. That's what it's all about." And I was like, "Okay, just making sure because that's what I needed." And I can honestly like little did I know that in just like a couple more weeks my life was going to get much much worse, and I was like, "Wow, had I not joined when I did, like honestly, the place saved my life in some ways." And
man,
like it's really weird to think that you could have that much impact, but I know for you it seems like that's what it's all about, right? Like, so I
tr-
don't know if you always see the other side of that.
I really don't. And I don't know what that entails or what that says about me, but do I think about all of you? And that's the funny thing. What you just said is everybody has a story, and the neat thing about it is I can literally there's probably, what do you think, about 20 people right now working out, which is so cool. I can walk to every single person, and I know something that's going on with them. I always try to just interact and just try to hopefully know a little bit about what's going on in somebody's life, whether it's good, bad, exciting, scary, and then whatever I can just even do to help.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
even it's a conversation, but um, yeah, no,
Well,
hearing this is, I don't hear it a lot. I really
yeah.
don't. And yeah, I don't kind of want to, because I hate it to be about me. Because it's about you guys, because it's about,
The community.
there we go.
Oh,
Threw it out there.
did we not mention?
Threw it. I was waiting for
I just got right into
Boom.
it.
I
I was
know, I
like,
like
yo,
it.
we love him.
Yeah.
I just
Yeah, no, and going off of that, like you are genuinely like so genuine when you are like building this community and welcoming everyone in here. I remember when I first moved here and I was looking for a gym to join. That was really what I was looking for because I was moving to a new place and that's scary. And I really relied on my first and second CrossFit gym for the community aspect, especially my second gym, just because I was in law school and like looking for
Yeah.
other people to socialize besides lawyers. But from the moment I walked into this gym, I could tell like was going to be the gym for me, and it was just like such a genuine welcoming environment. The people here were great. You were introducing people left and right, and they were like genuinely like also nice people, and I feel like that says a lot about the gym that you've built and the community you've built.
Yeah.
Because I
Thank
also
you.
dropped into a lot of other gyms to see where I wanted to be, and
You were
it was
you were so quiet and shy, and you didn't even bring up the other
She's
fact.
so unsus-
She brought her friend that was the total opposite. But then I knew, I was like, Brooke is gonna do great, because her friend's like, I really want to move here and join also. She was like, and you just tell when somebody is so out, yeah, but I was like, I kept focusing on you, and I just wanted you to be comfortable and happy, because that's a big change. Moving here, I didn't know anybody.
yeah.
And I literally, my wife moved here first, but when we were looking for places to live, I actually found Total Control before we found a place to live. So I'm like, I have to find my community.
So I guess that's a good place to start. What's your total control origin story?
Do you want Total Control origin?
or
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 both.
CrossFit or
Whatever
Okay,
you-
no, whatever.
yeah.
Yeah, so Total Control. I grew up just outside St. Louis in a place called Belleville, Illinois, and so it's like 15, 20 minutes from St. Louis. So always back and forth from there. But long story short, one of my closest friends, still actually, you have those friends. You guys are not as old as me, but you have people. All right, I was. You look way better. But you have people that come and go in your life. It's not that they're not your friends anymore, but you then just have these relationships that we've known these people for 30 years. Um, where my wife was best friends with the wife, and then I was best friends with the husband. They got married. I met my wife through them, and then but long story short, we went and visited them. I think it was Kansas City, they're military. And he's like, you got to go do this thing called CrossFit. This was 2011. I'm like, what is this? I just worked out at a Globo gym. And the day I walked in, I grabbed some dumbbells, start curling. He's like, no, we don't do that. I was like, oh, okay. So then all of a sudden he goes, here's the workout. Here are the movements. Ready, set, go. And I pushed as hard as I can and faked it all. Thought I was going to lose it, pukey out there 100 times. But it was that one time, that one workout hooked me forever. Just the community, the how people treated me and introduced me and welcomed me. Came back and literally it was like a light shining in where we used to live. Is there was a CrossFit gym right there, and I'm like, I'd never seen it. You didn't. In 2011, we were still in our infancy. It was crazy, and I found another gym there and joined. Started doing everything I could. I helped clean. I helped build. I helped paint. And then I asked the coach and got my cert and started coaching for them. And then, am I talking too much?
No,
Okay.
go.
So started working out, fell in love with it, and I mean, multiple workouts and growing. And then my wife is family. Her father is ATF, so we decided we were going to move, and I was going to, we were going to get out of the Midwest, and we picked Florida. And scared to death. I'm like, what am I going to do? But excited, and we moved to Jack's Beach, and we actually found she went on our interview. We started looking for CrossFit gyms before we found our place to live, and we found there was a couple of coaches that just I just right away connected with, and then I met Russell, and then Russell and I had a lot in common. For me, and I was a former firefighter, and him and he was a firefighter, but joined the gym, and I didn't plan on coaching anymore, just working out. I was actually going to go back to fire school here. And long story short, Russell, 3 months after being here, was like, I'm going to buy a gym. Do you want to come run it with me? And I was like, okay. So
That's
just,
What
it just,
did you have like an athlete background, or just a generally active guy who worked out often?
I played baseball in my life, multiple sports for a while, but just mainly baseball. And I loved fitness. It's funny too, because it's like everybody has that reason why they work out. I never was the fittest. I was never in the best shape. I was always just, average. I was it always kind of counts to me. I'm like, what can I do to change? You didn't know diet, you didn't know nutrition, you were young, especially we didn't have social media, we didn't have the internet, we didn't have any of this. It was really hard to figure out what to program, how to program, who to find to help you. So finally, when I around the 2000s, when you could really become knowledgeable with fitness and health and nutrition, things started changing, and I really liked the change, the way I felt, the way I looked, the way I moved, and from there I was hooked, just hooked.
What do you think sets a gym like a CrossFit gym apart from others you've been part of?
So once again, what's our theme?
Yeah.
It is community.
Yeah.
So coming into a gym where you are welcomed, no matter of your age, your race, your religious background, it doesn't matter. You come through the doors, and we're all here for one purpose: is to be fit, to have fun, to have the quote, the best hour of the day, best hour of your day should be in the gym together. And then once again, it's just you not only learn these incredible movements, and you complete these awesome workouts that could either just leave you laying on the ground on your back just sucking wind forever, or you're just like you see the improvements on workouts like that. But main thing is just the people you meet, and how you grow with the community and the people. So
I think it's cool, like you said before, like obviously everyone comes here with a different story, and you don't know what anyone's going through at any given moment, what their day was like, what their life is like, but you do know that you just endured the last hour or whatever the workout is together. You just went through something in common and suffered together. No matter your skill level too, it's something I do like about CrossFit programming is that it can be your first day or you could be like the most experienced elite athlete in the room. The effort is the same.
That's right.
Like if it's your like whatever fitness level you're at, it was hard.
If you program for the best, scale the rest, which I hate the word scale because everybody starts at a different level. So, but once again, the goal here is to push yourself to your goals in those movements. So, yeah, we all come in, we all do the exact same workout. We just what we can do at that period of time, and then we grow, and that is what's so cool about it.
Yeah,
It's not trauma bonding, it's just
Yeah.
it's like
it's close.
Yeah.
it's like getting through a hard thing
It
together.
really is. And I've had so many workouts where if that person wasn't next to me or that group wasn't with me, so many days I'm like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to work out, but I'm like,
Absolutely.
I want this person to realize that I'm here for them to push them, even if it's not for me. Now I've got a different mindset. It's my boys. I got two young boys that I'm like, I want them to when they're like, Dad, look at your muscles, or Dad, look at you. You look at your packs. My 5-year-old says, I'm like, I really don't have any packs, but
Like,
I don't have packs, but he is. They get. I hope that I can be somewhat of a role model towards them, that it'll then continue on.
Yeah.
That's huge, huge.
Yeah. So not every CrossFit gym is built the same. So what have you done to make sure that community element is present here and like I mean, the ebbs and flows of gym membership also
Yeah.
probably make it hard.
They
So
do.
how do
Yep.
you tackle that too?
So first part, how do we actually grow the gym or the community?
Community.
So the community aspect, I think, is never changing. As you guys know, I know, right?
Crack
Fit
it
in,
open a
fit in, fit in. Check us out.
You're
Cheers
out
it. Let's
here.
let's go. So,
Such a good hype, man.
but I once again I feel like kind of how Liz and both of you were so kind to bring up your first experience with me, but making this place as welcoming as possible to anybody that's having a terrible day, having you're brand new, not doesn't have the motivation, but being as welcome, letting them know that they're safe here. There's no egos. We're not here to yell at you. We're here to motivate. So, and that's another thing too, where I feel like it succeeds is guiding, coaching, not screaming, not demanding. If somebody
Yeah.
doesn't want to do something, I'm never like, you have to do it. I'm like, okay, can we try this? Can we do this? Can we modify this? Can we, especially if I see somebody maybe not ready for a movement, I'm like, well, let's go ahead and modify this, scale this weight down or modify this movement, maybe add a band, maybe do this. But just making it to where they do perform the best they can, I think then improves how they leave. But then once again, building the community where there's no egos. It doesn't matter what you look like. It doesn't matter if you weigh X amount right now and you have goals.
So you've touched a lot on like the egos and like making sure egos are really here. But I mean, I feel like a lot of places and sometimes CrossFit gyms say that, and you can tell that like that's not really genuine or doesn't actually happen in practice. So how do you make sure that I mean, obviously there's no guarantees, but like you've done such a phenomenal job at ensuring that. So how?
So
How
what
do you do it?
what I try to do is I don't do that. If somebody has an ego, I'll always kind of just lead by example and continue coaching the way I coach, training my coaches to. I give so much freedom, and I always want each individual coach to have their individual style of coaching with, of course, the knowledge of being on time and to make sure they're safe. But somebody that comes in with an ego will learn very quickly that they will not like this sport or community because it is all about pushing the person next to you, whether it's somebody new, somebody's been doing this for a while, but you just working out hard, they will, and we'll see that it'll help push them, if that makes sense. I'm trying to explain, as in, now if somebody comes in and is rude, or if somebody, which has probably never happened in this community, but has been verbally abusive or just treated somebody with disrespect, that usually never happens. So,
Okay.
and that's the neat thing about CrossFit. A lot of people already have that idea of this fitness sport before they come in. But then I just, once again, lead by example. If there's ever a time I'm like, hey, maybe that was a little bit too much or something like that, I'll do that. But I'll
Yeah.
never ever treat somebody with disrespect in the gym, or uh, um, tell them what they have to do. I always want them to learn.
It sounds like you don't have to manage it much because of the
The culture
culture
you
being
Thank
so
you.
strong that you
Yeah,
have like from day
yeah,
one, like community coming before the
yeah,
sport
yeah.
and like how we're going to treat each other being the foundation of your
Yes.
passion into this project. And that, I mean, it definitely shows because we're like, do you
Yeah.
manage it
Yeah.
or is it
How does it
what
happen?
was your gym born this way? Like you nurtured it to be this way and the culture, it definitely shows
I really
from
feel
my
like,
perspective anyway.
yeah, and I really feel like it comes from the top. And myself and Russell we're all about our community, and Russell's my business partner.
Yeah.
So,
Yes.
but once again, these people want to be treated how you want to be treated, with just respect, and have the best time. There's no reason to yell and scream, and
Yeah.
this is supposed to be fun,
Yeah.
and that's what it's all about: being
It's like
fit and fun.
everyone doesn't even have to like you don't even necessarily have to be like, oh, I really love everyone here. Like it's just that respect element of like
And like acknowledging that everyone's human.
There,
and
Like,
everyone's here for different reasons.
yeah.
there are days when I know somebody is having a very bad day.
How could you tell?
So no, and not like that, as in where they don't want me to say a
Yes,
word to them.
true.
So
Yeah.
literally, I will ask them hello. I'll say hello. One of my do I want to give one of my tricks away? So well,
Secret
I
sauce,
always have
the archives.
every class. I always make sure that I will acknowledge somebody 3 times, and I will physically touch them 3 times, as in
Yeah.
nux, high five, pat on the
I'm
back.
counting it.
That's
Everyone's
so
gonna be here like, oh, you better.
Now I've got a lot of it.
Now we're gonna be running
So-
numbers. Now it's gonna be an audit.
Day
I
one,
would've-
I learned
I
that
only
from
got
an
2.
instructor. Yeah. So, and I try to really make sure that I don't just go up and go, Liz, Brooke.
Yeah.
I always throw out like, Brooke, great clean. Liz, awesome pull up.
Hey,
It's
you're
always,
amazing.
yeah.
But he means it. He
Yeah,
does
so-
mean
How can you come in here every day even when you have your own shit going on at home?
yeah.
Sorry for my
No,
Alright.
I'm
Uh,
shit.
How do you come into your place for work?
Yeah, because I feel like
Yeah.
and like
and
Well,
Be
I think
great
you
for
just
everybody.
answered your own question, where stuff is bad out there, but I get to be here all day.
in a bubble.
Now, inside here, sometimes there's stress.
right. Yeah.
So,
this is
but
business.
as a business owner
Yeah.
and so on, but no, having 2 kids and a family, and there is, trust me, it's hard, and there is a lot of ups and downs. But once again, I feel like being healthy, being fit, being around community and people, just has been one of my favorite things about when I'm having those days like you just described.
Wow.
Yeah.
Touched on your business partner Russell.
Mhm.
How, for those of you who don't know, there's 2 locations to CrossFit Total Control, West and Beaches. How have you guys balanced having 2 locations together, emphasizing the community and culture? Sorry to hit you with the hard questions, but you guys have done so good. Even when I drop into Beaches, I'm like, there are people.
Man, this is gonna be a hard one because I don't feel like I'm bragging. No,
No, this is your moment to brag.
no, I don't want to brag. No,
Well, we want you to.
and that so Russell and I have
You're
an
awesome too.
amazing business relationship. Amazing, because I was very nervous about, man, do I partner with something I've already created. So Russell was and I still don't understand how he did this, but he goes, I'm going to purchase this and I want you to run it. I'm like, you've known me for 4 months. Are you sure? I got a good feeling. So I'll be here to guide you. But
What's this?
so, and then literally once we got this thing going, it was time to then be partners. So now we're 50-50. So, but the whole balancing is trust. And just like in this gym outside, I trust my coaches. I trust my members. There's a lot of things going on. Safety is, man, besides the community, I mean, safety is always, that's the one thing. Like, but we started this, and we communicate very well. We respect each other. We trust each other. And we both had the same goal. And once again, Russell and I are the ones that, like, when coach came in, but we do a bike and booze every year. I think you guys enjoy that.
Yes.
So we get on beach cruisers, go to different bars,
Another
restaurants.
fuzzy one.
We do a holiday party. We're gonna have actually our 11th anniversary coming up. Russell and I are talking about
Whoa.
next month. Russell and I have been just nothing's really changed. We have the same goals. We are here for you guys. We just want to make this the most welcoming, special place to build and grow and be constantly varied and always, high intensity and functional movements. So
Yeah.
it's all about having fun.
Oh my god, hey!
Pause. Hey, we're at the gym. Hey,
Wow.
welcome to Crying at the
Would you
Gym.
like to pop in?
It's another special person.
This guy's amazing, by the way.
It's one of the coaches.
You're amazing.
How would you describe the community at our gym?
Oh, amazing.
Come.
Easy.
You gotta.
Closer.
You gotta
Closer
speak
for
into
the
the mic.
record.
Hey,
Dude.
Guys. Oh my gosh. Welcome, Coach Kaylin. Yeah.
How are you?
Ooh.
This
Coach
is
Jim,
community
and
right
this is
here.
raw. We're gonna put him
If
on the
community had a
spot.
face, this is it right here.
no.
Can I
So-
offer you a fitting?
Right? Oh, wow. I was giving like 3. Okay, I mean, let's.
All right, question.
Yeah.
This gym, community, what it looks like.
Yeah.
Man, honestly, this gym is like the epitome of community, especially when we have events or different holidays or any type of variants of just, community, togetherness, just trying to be all one, especially when it comes to like competitions too, man. We show out. This guy,
Have you?
he does it well.
Have you been part of other gyms, and what sets this one apart?
I have been a part of other gyms. I've been doing CrossFit since 2019. I've been part of 2 other gyms back in Tennessee. This has been the largest gym that I've been a part of.
Is it the best?
It is the best.
Yeah.
It's the best.
Nice, man.
It's the best.
It's all about you. It's because
Thanks,
you guys.
Coach
It's because you guys.
Kaylin.
Kaylin, drop in.
Can we talk about how you have found such great coaches and like trained such great coaches?
So I didn't do anything. No, I seriously. I mean, it's all about them. My staff is everything. Once again, I used to be here every single day, every single class, and doing this, owning this now, and running this for as long as I have, it's allowed me to now spend time with my kids because they grow up so quick. So, but to then make sure that I can trust the team. But I literally, it is a feeling. A lot of it is I see. Usually, it's former members. I really like that. It's happened to where somebody's like AJ, for instance. AJ's out there right now. He's an amazing, amazing coach, but he's military. They were stationed here, started working out, but just meeting him, feeling him out, knowing, I knew right away he would make a great coach because he already was a coach. So, but there are a lot of coaches that have grown. Coach Jess, Coach Ellie, Coach Kat, but just having that drive, that fire to be able to share it, their knowledge and their skill. I think that's what makes a good coach also, but the personality, being able to support a community, because that's what we have to do. We got to keep everybody supported and together. You can't just go out and coach and leave. I mean, you've got to be here and you've got to support and grow this as a community, not individually, or it won't work.
Yeah.
That's so awesome.
And these people do it. They're
Community.
amazing. I give everything to my coaches. So,
Should we talk about bike and booze?
Oh my.
oh man,
Yes.
were you guys around
Bike
this year?
and booze.
That's fun.
We went. We
What?
sure did.
We sure
Brooke and
did.
I have a
I learned how to ride a bike that day.
I learned
Did
so
you
much
really?
I learned so much about Brooke that day too. I had so much new information. I was like, yeah, let's ride. First of all, we were trying to ride a tandem bike. When I say
Oh, nice.
codependent time,
I called every bike rental place in
and I just
Jacksonville
gave
Beach.
mine.
They
I
said
just gave mine
no.
away. Anyway, I had one. Anyway,
Bad timing.
whole thing. I know. And should we have had one? That probably would have been better. Is that why you wanted one? Because you didn't really know how to ride one. She did know how to ride a bike. She just hadn't in a long time.
It had been like 15 years.
I was like, I didn't even consider you might not be good at riding a bike.
Didn't
But
I-
she was like the whole time. I just remember because it is like a swarm. It was both gyms and so many members.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Plus other people. It was like we took over the beach with those bikes.
So she's describing a sea of about 200 people
At
on
least,
beach
yeah.
cruises on
I'm like,
3rd. It is so cool.
It
And that
was
is one thing we're super proud of. It's so much fun.
I have a friend actually that was like, oh, there's this like bike event. It was last year.
Yeah.
It was before. It was like the first year I joined, but I couldn't go that year. And he's like, I think I'm gonna try to go to this bike thing that happens. And I was like, with who? He's like, no, I don't know. There's just like bikes, and then I was like, are you trying to join my gym's bike and boost? He was like, not even a
That's
gym
awesome.
member. He just lives out on the
That is-
beach.
and that's what it's all about.
It's
That
so
is-
funny. He
that's
doesn't
it.
even go here. Well,
That's
that
so
kind
cool.
of thing. And
Oh.
so Brooke was like I would lose her in the pack, and I just kept being like, Brooke.
And then you see me like stopping and filming and
Yeah.
like almost So
I'm like death gripping on.
Yeah.
My hands are like,
I'm
my
swerving
whole
around.
arms are like numb.
Nobody told us that it's probably the norm that like eventually they ditch their bikes
Yeah.
and like take an Uber or like return them if they rented one. We were committed to these. We were like, this is our only
Good for you guys.
transportation.
I
now.
like that.
It
It was
so
10
fun.
o'clock at night. Brooke was thriving on this bike.
Love
Next
it.
year I'll be ready.
She's ready.
Love it.
That was so fun though. But yeah, that's another example of how you know, you can see in an event like that how you bring people together. Like
Just memories.
you don't even
Yeah.
have to know people in this establishment to feel connected to them. And that's because you made community the foundation of everything here.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
when's the last time you cried?
I knew you were gonna ask me that. Man, I don't know. Years, but probably my mom.
See, why is that
Probably my mom. That was
every
hard. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
So
Damn.
4 years.
What's
3
it
years ago.
like?
3 and a half.
What's it like when
I cried this afternoon.
You must be so hydrated. I lose a lot of fluid this way. For someone who doesn't participate or like isn't part of a CrossFit gym or hasn't found that like place that they would call community or hasn't found it, what advice would you give someone looking for that kind of support? If maybe CrossFit's not the thing for them or like a gym isn't the outlet.
Oh, are you talking? Go ahead.
If it's someone who is not really interested in joining a gym, but they're looking for the community atmosphere that you're providing, what kind of things would you say to look for? Because obviously community is important for everyone to have, but this isn't necessarily going to be the outlet for everyone.
Yeah, of course. Well, I really try to push that it should be. And then I'm not just saying it as a business owner, but we all have, once again, one life. We have one body. We have to take care of this. And especially with society today is what we've been introduced with, nutrition and how everybody's go, where people don't stop to put in, like last night, the hour and a half of meal prepping, just so I had meals for the week. You can always still have your fun with, your cheat meals and so on, and just setting up your macros. But, where was I getting at?
Why
You
it
would-
should be, why you
why
would
you-
recommend a gym.
Oh,
or
why once
CrossFit specifically.
just having somebody help you, guide you in what you are looking for, if that makes sense. So whether, man, I can't dial in my diet. I don't know how to do this movement. I don't know how to work out. I don't know how to perform cardio properly, running, rowing, any of that. Olympic lifts. We have Olympic lift program with some great coaches. So if they want to try to get stronger, I try to provide whatever you are looking for to achieve your goals. So
Yeah.
even sport, there are so many members here that then go and perform a sport, which is part of CrossFit. We want you guys out there playing a sport after training.
I think
Oh, go ahead. No, I was just gonna say that's one of the main reasons I joined CrossFit to begin with, was because I was like, I had gone to I swam growing up and like was like going to a gym and just doing my thing. It was during COVID, but then I was like, oh my god, it's so much of a mental load to have to like think about what I'm doing next.
And that's what we actually provide for you. All you have to do is walk through the door. We provide the programming, we provide the coaching, we provide the equipment. You just have to bring workout clothes and something to drink out of, and you're set. And that is why I think this is the best fitness program in the world. I don't knock anything. As long as people are trying to exercise and move, because there are just so many diseases and things with people that just don't have answers, and then kind of sometimes look for the easy answer. And I hate that. I want you guys trying this first. And of course, doctors know more than, of course, me. And I would never say don't go to a doctor but also this, I guarantee they're going to say, do you exercise?
Yeah.
Do you eat properly?
Like you're making that connection between community and a facility like this one and just improving your overall quality of life.
Yes.
It's not just like
Meeting your needs.
get in shape. So I guess like, yeah, if I were like, if you're talking to someone who's not interested in joining a gym, it's like, don't think of it as joining a gym. Think of joining a community where you're trying to improve your quality of life.
Yep.
And even like earlier you were talking about like scalability, right? Like, yeah, people are at every different level and you're like, I'm an athlete and I want to like continue being an athlete. Great. Or someone who's like virtually unable to do many things, can't get up from the floor. That's a place to start. And we'll get you up if you know what I mean? Like,
And And I'll tell you what, one of my proudest moments, I had a member that could not get up from a lunge. So they would
Yeah.
lunge and could not stand up.
Yeah.
And I remember working. And then there was a workout with a lunge, and it was kind of towards the end of it. And this person's like, I'm not going to give up. And the group of people like kind of surrounded her. And then she actually stood up the lunge, and she was crying and so excited, and she was just so proud of what she accomplished. So those little victories is what it's all about, and people have these goals and victories throughout their workouts and throughout their I mean, we have goals that we try to achieve pretty quick, and then we have those goals that we really want to strive for and train for. And when people accomplish those goals, I that is everything to me.
Yeah, that was a huge misconception I had before I started CrossFit. I was like,
Absolutely.
one of my friends from high school was trying to get me to join, and I was like, nar, I'm not there yet.
Yeah.
And then I realized, like, once I finally found CrossFit, I was like, oh, you don't have to be.
It's for everybody.
Yeah, it looks like it looks advertised as like we're gonna flip tires and do it. You're like, I don't think I want to be doing all that, or I'm not fit enough for this. I'm like, to be able to lunge, like that's the difference between being able to tie your shoe and get up from the floor or not. And that is like that's the quality of life that we're talking about
Yep.
improving, not like, yeah, no, you don't really have to do a ring muscle up
Yeah.
often, but would you maybe have to like pull yourself over if you're hanging off a cliff? I do actually think about all the like functional. I'm like, hopefully I'm never in this scenario, but it does help me like
do you know how many
train certain
times-
movements to like apply it to a real life
Yeah.
experience.
Do you know how many times I thought, I'm like, man, wonder when I would use this? And but then when I do use it, I'm like, oh man, look at that, you know?
Yeah,
Like,
getting out of a pool, that's a
But-
muscle up. One day Megan was like, she came back from her injury recently,
yes.
and she's like, she was like defeated after a workout. She's like, I used to be so fast at lunges, and I was like, Megan, like, not for nothing, like when do you have to be fast at a lunge?
Yeah.
You know, you just have to be able to lunge. You have to be able to be stable
Yep.
in that position and get back up. You know what I mean? Like applying the functionality to a real life experience versus what we get used to.
But then on that, I saw Megan today, actually, believe it or not. And I went up to her and I congratulated her on everything she has accomplished
Yeah.
from that injury. And that was a very, very serious injury.
Yes.
And I just told her how proud I am of what she has already accomplished. And that's what she should be proud of moving forward. Don't think about what happened behind. Because I'm 43. It's like, I'm not going to be able to lift like I used to and do the things
You
I
look
used
like
to.
a spring chicken.
Whatever. Just don't even say it. But the point being, it's just be happy with where you're at now and then grow from
And
there.
look forward. You
Yes.
definitely emphasize that.
Yeah.
You have to. And that was like going back to like the whole community thing with the person with that first lunge is like, you know, you guys and you with Megan, you guys surrounding that person or this person. And I guarantee that is also what helped move them from moving from an injury or rebuilding and coming back from an injury, or somebody that's never accomplished something. It comes from not only the practice and the training, but it comes also that community aspect.
Oh
Yeah.
So-
You know how people are like built by whatever, and I'm like, for me and this gym, it's like rebuilt. Like I had just
Yeah,
like
seriously.
completely fallen apart physically, mentally, emotionally at the moment I
Massive.
joined. Like where I was telling you, like I couldn't even do a burpee, and before that, I was like a pretty decent athlete. I was like everyone truly does like, and no one even knew me like that, but it was just like they're just gonna get you through, and you
Yeah.
just keep going. And
Just guide
it's
and
crazy.
Trust the process and just, yeah.
Yeah.
Take,
It's like you've never been so supported and uplifted by people that like you know because you see them every day, but it's like months for us to even know like anything about each other's lives.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I was hanging out with someone one time and he's like, "Wait, how old are you?" Or like, "What do you do for work?" I was like, "We've been hanging out for months. I literally have no idea what you do." Like
Yeah.
CrossFit's so weird like that. Like,
Yeah.
have you any questions for us before I'm about to wrap
No,
this
once
up.
again, I just want to say how proud I am of you too. And I knew from day one you guys could do anything. So like you guys have been. So you guys are crushing it. So this is awesome.
Stop trying to make her cry.
I'm trying. I got Liz was teary eyed. There you go. You're getting there. So but no, you guys are doing good things for good, keep this up and
We love you.
very proud.
Wait, I do have. Can we do a quick rapid
Yeah.
fire? I have like a rapid fire
Cool.
round. It's gonna be quick, short answer. You're so good for this, actually. It's gonna be too easy.
That's so fun.
It's only one, two, three, four. Okay. Are you ready?
Yep.
What's a non-CrossFit skill you would want everyone to learn?
How to run. I guess that's CrossFit. Uh, that is all right. Pass. I'm not.
What's that? Like a non-physical movement.
I know. I want to say
Nutrition could work.
that's part of CrossFit.
Like
But I'm just saying.
mental
I feel
training.
like it's
Like
not, but I feel like I don't
I'm not gonna give him answers.
know. Okay.
He said pass. Meh.
I would say, oh my gosh. You're gonna have to edit all this out.
No,
it'll be fine.
this is
It'll be
perfect. This is wrong. Real.
I mean, learning nutrition's hard. Man, learn a new skill, no matter what it is, just any skill besides fitness.
anything
How
new.
about that?
I'll take it.
Okay.
Seriously,
Yeah.
like
She's
learn
like,
to,
I'm like, that's not a skill.
learn to fix a car. I don't know.
Learn to
learn to
learn.
plumb. I don't know.
Literally.
Learn to build. I do woodwork, so I learned that.
Oh,
I
that's so
literally
cool.
will be go in my garage and build stuff.
We made Joe nervous. He's like, oh, pass fail.
No,
No.
yeah. That was a good
There's
question.
no wrong answer.
Because I'm like, I keep going back to CrossFit, which is everything.
This is
Yeah.
like he's gonna be like on his 50-minute drive home tonight. He's like, oh, I could have said all these things.
It's probably true.
He's gonna text us all the answers.
Or maybe I'm like, I
We'll
talk
give you-
too much.
Yeah, no, you didn't. What's the most important quality for building community?
Positive. Being positive.
Who have you seen cry more at the gym, Brooke or Liz?
Oh man.
Quickly.
Brooke.
You know what?
Brooke.
Only
Brooke,
because her
poor-
attendance is better.
But poor Brooke on that stretch. Oh, you poor thing. And then she would look at me and start. So then I was like, do I come up to Brooke and talk to her? Did I not?
but
Did
we
I
did-
not? Did
we
I come to you and say how your day was? And you would like, and I would go, and then I'd hug you. I swear we did this for like, how many?
So many days.
Probably 2 or 3 days a week.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, she had a good day. I know it. Boom. I'm like, oh God, I made her cry again. Oh shit.
Okay, actually, while Brooke is more docile for physical pain, I'm more docile for
For
emotional
emotional
pain. I'm
pain?
just like, I probably just look angry or like,
No
I'm
way.
just like,
No, you don't.
Catatonic.
yeah, you can't really tell until Brooke's like, hey, how are you? I'm like,
Do you know how often I catch myself? I'm like, do I have resting? I mean, people are like looking at me like, am I not smiling? I'm like, I'm just looking at.
You're always smiling.
that's
Okay. No, seriously, it's hard because I'm not
certifiably
just.
insane.
No,
you
you're
always look happy.
you're always happy. You're always
I don't wanna
welcoming.
be
I
like, yeah.
know.
No, never once have I looked at him and like, oh, not today.
Oh,
But I
okay.
want to be like, how are you? How are you, Joe?
Me. Wow.
We
I
can.
know.
We won't
Okay,
rapid
that's
fire
very
that. We'll do it.
No,
We'll do
please don't.
another. We'll do another.
It's all about you guys.
We'll
not
do a
about
side
me.
interview.
No, not about me. No, it's about you guys.
But how are you? I'm not gonna try to make him cry since it's been years.
I think,
If
we,
I'm more
I think
regular.
we came close in the beginning.
I am having too much fun, so good try. I mean, you can go ahead and like.
Not happy
AI
tears. I have
AI
so many
tear.
happy tears. We're just gonna.
I
Put,
do
like,
happy tear a lot.
We're just gonna put. Oh yeah, when
I happy tear on Friday.
our studio
and
space
that's
was
true, too.
established.
You also have happy ones sometimes. I
guys,
think.
we're gonna do an official ribbon cutting in our studio.
We
You
have
should.
to.
Hopefully this episode sounded okay.
That sounds great.
Okay, perfect. But
Our listeners might disagree, but our listener might disagree.
Joe, the man, the myth, the legend, the man who brought us all together and continues to do so for everyone in this community. We so appreciate you
Aw, thank
taking
you.
the time and for what you do for us always.
Well,
Aw.
It's all about you guys. It's all about the.
Community.
Oh my god.
I'm trying to get both of you.
Shoot.
Okay, ready? Try again.
It's
How
do it again. No, just
you
do it
give me a
again.
softball. All right, it's all about.
Community.
It's beautiful.
Community. So that was about it. That's all I gotta say about that.
Find us on socials at We Are Crying at the Gym.
Submit your Crash
find-
Out Chronicles.
Submit your Crossfit
We
Chronicles.
want to hear your stories.
Find Joe at CrossFit Total Control West.
Yeah, CrossFitTotalControl.com.
Yeah,
But
If anyone's interested in joining this community, please tell us.
or just
how
drop
they
in.
can do.
Yeah,
Drop in.
drop-ins are more than welcome. So
Oh my
yeah,
gosh.
anytime.
I do
any
love a
class.
drop-in.
Yes.
If it's Bring a Friend Day, we apologize if you see some of the members crying because we can't promise we won't be.
That's awesome.
It's healthy. It's healthy
is.
tears.
So healthy.
We never stay sad here. I
Fit
will
aid, hit
say.
us up.
CrossFit Total Control, where we cry all the time and never stay sad.
Hmm.
Our unofficial.
That is
slogan.
awesome. I would make
That
sure
is
of that.
fun.
That's pretty cool.
Maybe we'll write that in our office somewhere. We'll plaque it.
I like that was perfect.
But thanks,
Yeah.
guys. Next Wednesday will be our next episode. And yeah, until then, you can find us crying at the gym. And what's that you say at the end of your marathon? I'm just trying my best.
My best on
Yeah,
here.
we'll be crying at the gym and trying our best out here. So